Bud could beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. So yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would beat Canelo.
Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo.
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Oh, because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah. He's weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
The highly anticipated showdown between Saul Canelo Alvarez and Terence Bud Crawford finally happened during a major press event ahead of their epic bout. On September 13th, 2025, in Las Vegas, held during the glitzy Riyadh season celebration, both fighters locked eyes as cameras flashed and the global media captured every tense moment. With intense stares and bold words, the atmosphere grew charged without a single blow exchanged. Canelo appeared intense and determined, while Crawford exuded calm confidence. Both clearly prepared to defend their greatness, with two legends meeting head-on. Fans are calling it the fight of this generation.
More unrelated to this fight, but Turkey made it seem like you weren't going to be promoting the Terence Crawford-Canelo fight. Is there anything you can kind of clear up on that?
He made it feel like I wasn't?
Yeah, well, he said that someone else was promoting it. He didn't say no TKO. He just didn't include your name in a tweet, and people kind of freaked out online about like, where'd Dana go?
I'm going to tell you what's awesome, man. So there's a lot of things about boxing, but they don't say I mean, nobody talks. It's the most amazing thing.
Canelo Alvarez, Mexico's boxing hero, has claimed championships in 4 different weight divisions and now holds the title of undisputed super middleweight king. Famous for his explosive power, slick defense, and impressive boxing IQ, Canelo has beaten many of the sport's top names. His performances have solidified his reputation as one of the finest fighters in modern boxing history.
I mean, you fought Floyd Mayweather at what? Were you 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I try to beat him because, you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
Terence Crawford, born in Omaha, Nebraska, is another elite multi-division world champion. He has held titles across lightweight, light welterweight, welterweight, and super welterweight classes. Crawford is admired for switching stances with ease, elite boxing instincts, and knockout strength that make him a dangerous puzzle for any challenger.
All right, we have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around. All right, Crawford, pound for pound, number 1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be a 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Alvarez rules the super middleweight division with an impressive record of 63 victories, 2 defeats, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts. He has earned championships in 4 divisions: super middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. In 2021, he became the first man to unify all major belts at 168 pounds.
Listen, Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're going to knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got to keep that in mind as well.
Standing 5 feet 8 inches tall and now 34 years old, Canelo brings a combination of power, agility, and veteran smarts into the ring. His recent dominant win over William Skull in May 2025 proves he still has it. Despite rising, young talents chasing him, Canelo's experience and ring IQ keep him among boxing's elite.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Crawford dismissed concerns about the size difference, saying height is not an issue. He noted that he and Canelo are the same height and even claimed longer reach. Canelo's heavy, but not tall. We're both 5'8", and my arms are longer. Crawford stated he believes weight class experience matters more than size in this fight.
Has the Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you're still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talk. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure, going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford. He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. But a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have. I can't count him out in anything.
Canelo wasn't always thrilled about this matchup, but changed his view after seeing the potential for both money and legacy. Crawford skipped a tune-up bout and jumped straight to 168, which adds difficulty. It's a steep leap, especially versus someone like Canelo. Critics say Crawford could struggle, and that this is more a money move than a serious title quest.
How is Terence Crawford going to beat Canelo Alvarez? We need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out in 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits, even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. Well, both can have a bit of similarities. The speed, reflexes, technical prowess, IQ, timing, counterpunching, lateral movement. It's just too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length. is too much. So essentially, Terence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm going to tell you exactly how Crawford's going to fight. He's going to fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan, come into a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before. That will be a recipe for disaster. He's going to be more than likely off the back foot. He's going to be looking for counter shots. And I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound for pound fighter. A different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him, but I don't see him being realistic. I can see him fighting off the back foot, using his speed, timing, and feet to stay away from Canelo. But that's very, very, very unlikely, damn near impossible.
Canelo playfully called this fight easy money, with reports suggesting he might earn up to $150 million. That kind of payday is a key reason both fighters accepted. Their combined star power makes it a major event. Crawford, though, remains unfazed by doubters. He reminds fans that while Canelo lost moving up, Crawford rose and won. He's ready to shock the world again.
They talk all the crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Like, right? If it's what I want to take it, you know.
Would you put a rehydration bottle in there?
I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fans want to see in there.
I understand that. Same happened with all.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with
and it happened.
And same with the video song.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Throw and with Mayweather and with
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go for 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morrell, you got the rematch with Bivol.
If I go 175,
that would be the first time. Well, then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then
would you make a Crawford's performance against Benoit?
I think he knows why is white class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because
in LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? Because in the past you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighting all around.
Wait, if you want to say 168 or look 175.
While on Joe Rogan's podcast, Crawford admitted this would be the biggest fight of his life. He said it's not just about legacy anymore, money also matters. After winning belts and for divisions and building his name, Crawford is focused on smart financial decisions. He said earlier it was all about proving himself, but now legacy and a big purse both matter. He's taking a risk, but feels ready, even comparing it to when he almost fought Pacquiao.
Nah, nothing. Nope. You just need like dragons to slay. You know what I mean? Like at this point in your life, you can't even fight a regular fighter.
Yeah, like I don't know. Like I get excited. I don't know why. I get excited when I talk about Canelo. Like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited. Like, man, I'm gonna be able to fight Pacquiao. You know, because
is that the one you think got away?
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. I tried my ass off.
What stopped that fight from happening?
They didn't want to fight.
It's too dangerous.
They didn't want to fight. Freddie Roach said he didn't want to fight. Pacquiao handlers didn't want to fight. You know, I believe Pacquiao, as a fighter, he wanted to fight, but...
Veteran trainer Teddy Atlas gave his analysis, saying although Canelo is still elite, Crawford is on another level. Atlas observed that Canelo's power seems reduced and his speed has slipped. While he still hits hard, Atlas believes Crawford's speed, timing, and unpredictability make him more dangerous. Crawford's ability to adjust quickly sets him apart from the rest.
Well, come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is." But who's he beating? He unified the what was his first division? Lightweight. Then he unified the junior. Then he unified the junior welter. Then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter. He unified like 3 different weight classes. He moved up in weight. Guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him. Look, Canelo's special too. I get it, and he's bigger. I get that too. And everyone's gonna say, "Well, after Madrimov fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher. A unified champion that he's been. All of that stuff. He's not going to be able to handle it." I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle the smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better legs, who's going to be able, sometimes Canelo at this point in his career can slow down a little bit. They're both getting older. I get it.